Hey men and monsters, it's Dan. Today I'm doing something different in anticipation of Halloween. I am doing Devilish Dance Dudes. These are guys who have been in horror movies, and they've done dance music. The first candidate is somebody very mysterious that you wouldn't think would do dance music, but he did. We're talking about Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper sold out in the 80s. Alice decided to do new wave. Alice claims he doesn't remember any of it, but who could forget the 80s? Because in the 80s, great things happened, like Alice Cooper did new wave. But to start with, let's listen to this little ditty. This is Alice with a band called Dudes of Wrath. These dudes were like a power band that were all heavy metal dudes that all came together to do this song for the movie Shocker. Wes Craven's Shocker. Alice actually appears in this movie. It's a little cameo. See, it's kind of like, remember that movie Stay Tuned with John Ritter, where they jump from television to television? Well, because of the electric issues in Shocker, the killer can jump from one electronic gadget to another. So he jumps into a TV, passes through MTV, and there's Alice Cooper performing a song. So Alice had a small part in Shocker. The first time I ever saw Alice live on a movie, not live, but my brothers, heavy metal dudes that they were, listened to Alice all the time. So, first time I saw him was in the great movie Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Mock it if you will. But, if it wasn't for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, we wouldn't have that awesome cover version of Come Together by Aerosmith. So, moving on, here's Alice going new wave. Yes! Sell out, Alice, sell out. I love it. This is Clones. We are all clones. One of my favorites from Alice. So, I got my heavy metal regalia on. It's goth, it's heavy metal, it's kind of gay. That's what heavy metal is, right? So this is I got my chain, I got everything, right? I got my blood, I got my black. So, I'm gonna move on to Alice's movie, Monster Dog. Monster Dog is Alice's big horror movie. This is the one that he starred in. And it happens to be playing in the background. So, it's kind of like a werewolf movie, but with Alice turning into a dog. So, the funny thing about this movie is it's dubbed, right? It's like, you know, not from the US. So it's dubbed, so even Alice's voice is dubbed. Whatever. So, moving on, we'll listen to more Alice's stuff, right? And then, new wave. I want to do the stupid white dance. So, Alice did the theme song to Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, and Alice also makes a small appearance as a bum in Prince of Darkness. And then, so new wave, I love it. And then we have Freddy's Dead. Now, do we remember what Alice did in Freddy's Dead? He had a very particular part in Freddy's Dead. He played Freddy's father in flashbacks. Finally, after all these years, we got to know what Freddy's father looked like. So, meanwhile, here's Alice's 4 new wave albums. Listen to this voice. You know that voice? That's not Alice. That's Patty Donahue of The Waitresses. That's how new wave Alice went. He actually recorded a song with Patty Donahue of The Waitresses. I know what boys like. I got what guys want. I know what boys like. So, that was so gay, I can't even believe it. But, poor Patty, she, passed away, unfortunately, but she gave us that great song, Christmas Wrapping, as well. And the theme to Square Pegs. So, moving on, there's different Alice New Wave songs. We got the movie Suck. Suck is about a rock and roll band, struggling rock and roll band. This is a more recent movie. This is a good comedy, horror comedy, who will do anything they can to become famous. What do you think they do? So, and then, Alice has also appeared in Dark Shadows. Alice has a pretty good, horror resume. You know, he also appeared in a sci-fi original called Bigfoot. So, he didn't last long in that one, but that's, like, pretty much everything I think that Alice has done that's, new wave. I mean, new wave, yeah, sure. So that was everything that Alice has done new wave, but, that's everything he's done horror. And then finally, in the 80s, I guess he, like, came to his senses, so he went back to metal. Actually, he went back to hair band metal. So, he did the theme song to Jason Lives, Friday the 13th Part 6. He went back to being Alice Cooper. I don't have a snake in my mouth right now, but So yeah, he went back and he did his thing. You know, I'm not wearing the long wig because I just don't look good in wigs. But I thought about it. I tried it on. It looked terrible. So that's Alice Cooper in a nutshell. We're listening to Behind the Mask from Friday the 13th Part 6. Not a dance song, but plenty of synthesizers. Still kind of sold out in the 80s. So that's it. Alice Cooper, the man behind the mask, and the man behind Monster Dog. So that's his big horror movie. If you want to see the biggest one, that's it. Go see, go see it. Yeah, like it's in the theaters these days. Go buy Monster Dog, and that's it, guys. That's Alice Cooper. So just in time for Halloween, I'm all decorated. I try not to get blood on all my my great movies and CDs and stuff, but that's it. I'm done. Later, guys.